One of the things that is great about Google Sheets is you can put a lot of information all in one place. However, now you have a lot of information and you might want to look at it in a different way. I did another video about how to filter your data in your sheet, but I wanted to extend upon that idea and show you about filter views. Filter views allows different users to look at the same sheet but in different views at the same time. So I could look at all of the data and my colleague could be also in the same sheet, but this time using a filter view and perhaps only looking at period 1 or period 2 or so on and so forth. So here I have a list of names, periods, birthdays, and groups. And so I am going to select the data that I want to use some filter views on. I want all my information. You might not necessarily want that, just depending on what's in your sheet. You can use filter views without selecting first. However, I like to select it all. It makes it a little bit simpler once you get into filter views. So I've selected all my information. I'm going to go up to Data and down to Filter Views. I'm going to create a new filter view. And I can name my filter view. So let's say I want to make a filter view for period 2. This allows me to filter out and only see my class period 2, so I might want to just see those particular students. Now here's where you can adjust the range to. I have already selected this range, so I'm good here. However, like I said, if you didn't select it, you can change your range here. Now you'll notice that what it does is it already applies filters to each column, and to set a filter view, all you need to do is use some of these filters. Since this is my period 2 filter, I'm going to go to column C, and I am going to deselect everything except period 2 because that's what I want this filter view to be. I'm going to say OK, and that will allow me to only see period 2. In the filter view, you'll notice it gets to all this gray bars here, and that just lets you know you're looking at it in a filter view. It gives you a gear that allows you to look at some of your options, which allows you to rename it, update your range, duplicate your view, or delete your view. And once you're ready to go back to your spreadsheet, you can just click X and it will take you out of your spreadsheet. Now I can see everything again. So let's say I want to make a view for more than just period 2. I'm going to select my data again, go into Data, Filter Views, Create New Filter View. And this time I want let's do period 1 for period 3. So I'm going to deselect everything but period 3, say OK, and that will only show me those students in period 3. I'm going to rename it so I know what it is. And then I can exit out of that once it's done saving. So here I'm looking at all of my data and I have it all set up, but I want to say, oh, I have an issue with period 3. I want to see who's in period 3 and make some notes for that. So if I go up to Data, down to Filter Views, you can see all of the filter views that I have created. So I'm going to select period 3, and that will let me see only those learners in period 3. And again, someone else could be in this sheet and looking at the entire sheet right now, but I'm just focused on period 3. Now here's where I can make some notes. Maybe Davis Corns needs to, I need to call his parents. And for another one, maybe I need to retake tests. So I can make these notes in my filter view. Then I can close my filter view, scroll down to period 3, and my notes still apply. And again, my colleague, I was able to make these changes and look at just this particular view, while other people could have been looking at other views, or they could have been looking at the same sheet, which is one of the benefits of using filter views when you are using collaborative files in the Google Drive. So this is a quick introduction to filter views in Google Sheets.